I'm in Dublin in Ireland, about to jump aboard a flight that I've been looking forward to for quite a long time. I'm heading from here in Dublin to Keflavik in Iceland with Icelandair on board their brand new Boeing 737 MAX 8. A new airline and aircraft for this channel and a new aircraft type for me. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe for weekly flight reviews, and welcome to Blake Edgington Airborne. Let's get going. Icelandair operate from Terminal 1 at Dublin Airport. This was my first visit to the terminal, so let's explore. As you would expect, there is a good selection of shops in Terminal 1. These include well-known high street brands and of course a gift shop to remember your visit to Ireland. There's also a range of restaurants for a pre-flight meal, or if you prefer, you could also satisfy your sweet tooth. There are also plenty of places to enjoy the view. So that's Dublin Airport Terminal 1. I wasn't really expecting much as it's the older of the two terminals here, but it's pretty good. There's a good selection of shops and restaurants. They've now announced my gate though, so it's time to get on board a flight to Iceland. As we head to the runway, I need to give a big thanks to Martin from Fanmanu Aviation. He kindly filmed this flight's departure from Dublin, which I hope that you enjoy. Be sure to go and check out his channel, a link to which is on the screen now. Thanks, Martin. For those of you that aren't familiar with Icelandair, let's learn a little bit about the Icelandic airline. Founded in 1937, Icelandair today fly to around 50 destinations in Europe and the USA. The airline's base is at Keflavik, my destination today, which is about 30 miles or so from the capital of Iceland, Rekjavik. A unique feature in flying Icelandair is their stopover service. This allows passengers travelling between Europe and the USA to break up their journey and enjoy a stay in Iceland at no additional ticket cost. Certainly something worth trying. Icelandair operate an all-Boeing fleet, the most common type being the beautiful Boeing 757. They also fly the larger 767, and of course the most modern aircraft type is the 737 MAX, which I'm flying on today. This aircraft is the latest generation of a design originating in the 1960s, but it has been brought right up to date. Let's see what it's like for the passenger. The Icelandair 737 MAX 8 has 160 seats laid out in a 6 abreast configuration. In economy, there are 3 seats either side of the aisle. There is also business or saga class at the front of the plane in a 2-2 layout. The cabin features the latest Boeing Sky interior with mood lighting, which can be changed by the crew, and each seat features personal entertainment, which we'll look into a little bit later. What do you think of the cabin design? Let me know in the comments. When flying with Icelandair, you can enjoy soft drinks free of charge. There's also the opportunity to buy alcohol and snacks on board, with a good selection including some Icelandic specialties. I opted for a soft drink and tried the smoked lamb flatbread, and they weren't kidding when they said it was smoked. Really pleasant flight so far on board the Icelandair 737 MAX 8. Now let's take a look around the seat that you could expect if you choose to fly with this airline. As I mentioned earlier, all seats on this aircraft feature in-flight entertainment. I'll show you the details soon, but you can see here that the screen features a USB port and also a headphone jack. There is a good sized tray table on the 737, and as you would expect, there is of course somewhere to place your drink. As with most airlines today, the table does offer some adjustment if required. At the base of the seat is a seat pocket which has plenty of room for personal items, and it contains your safety card, in-flight menu and the Icelandair in-flight magazine. I paid extra today for an extra legroom seat, which offers a huge amount of space for me, being around 6 foot tall, and was well worth the money. That being said, the standard economy seats are free to select when booking and did look very comfortable. And here you can see the extra legroom seat. I love the space and the design, and it also featured a very useful adjustable headrest. Now to look a little more closely at the in-flight entertainment. I was very impressed with the picture quality and how responsive the screen was. It was also very easy to navigate between the different sections. There was a good range of TV shows with multiple episodes of your favourite programme available. There was also a pretty decent range of music. I will say that I was a little underwhelmed with the movie selection, although Deadpool 2 did keep me entertained. For an aviation enthusiast like me, I was also very pleased to see quite a detailed route map, which kept me up to date with the flight. Icelandair provides some interesting information about the airline in their in-flight magazines, such as fleet details. The airline is also known for naming their aircraft after Icelandic landmarks. My aircraft is named Dihole, which translates to Door Hill Island. I also like that Icelandair seems to have a sense of humour, as seen here. If you are new to the channel, don't forget that as well as subscribing here on YouTube, you can also keep up to date with my journeys via Instagram and Twitter. The captain has illuminated the fasten seatbelt signs. We're now approaching Iceland. As always, do stick around for my final thoughts at the end of the video on the Icelandair 737 MAX 8 experience. Try and enjoy the views on landing, but according to the flight deck, it's quite a windy and wet day. Let's find out.
On behalf of us and the flight crew, I'd like to thank you for your pleasant company this afternoon. Do hope you enjoy the flight with us. Thank you. Goodbye.
So welcome to Iceland. I hope you've enjoyed the video so far. This is the part of the video where I share with you my final thoughts on today's experience, and I'm doing it from my hotel room because it's a little bit blustery outside. So starting off before the journey, I do want to reference Icelandair's social media team. I interacted with them before I travelled and found them very useful, very friendly, and they're very quick to respond as well, so big thumbs up to them. One negative before travel though is that Icelandair don't have a smartphone app. In this modern day and age it's quite common really, so I was a bit disappointed in that, but the website was very easy to use. Dublin Airport Terminal 1 surprised me. I wasn't expecting a lot because it's quite an old terminal, but it was pretty good with a decent selection of shops, restaurants and some great views of the aircraft as well. And then we come to the aircraft. Now this of course was my first trip with Icelandair and my first flight on the Boeing 737 MAX, and I was impressed with both. The 737 MAX was very quiet, very clean of course because it's quite a new aircraft, and I love the Boeing sky interior with the mood lighting, and Icelandair enhanced that with their cabin finish. I really liked the subtle tones they had, and a couple of jokes they placed around the aircraft as well in magazines for example were really nice. It had a great in-flight entertainment system, a really responsive and clear screen, but what I would say is that I found the movie selection a little bit disappointing really, although there was a good choice of maybe TV shows and also music. I'd also say that while my seat was very good for legroom and very smartly finished, I found the padding a little bit thin. It was quite uncomfortable towards the end of the flight, and if you were taking this aircraft on a longer journey, I could see it would be a little bit uncomfortable, particularly on one of those. Overall though, would I recommend Icelandair? Yes, I absolutely would, and I can't wait to fly them again, which for me is just tomorrow. For you, will be on the channel soon. That's on board the Boeing 757. As always, if you've enjoyed this video, please do hit that thumbs up button, give it a like, and if you're not yet subscribed, please do so. The more support, the more views, the more likes, the more subscribers I get, the better this channel can be. And of course, as always, take care.